Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Let It Die. My name is Grin, and today we are going to be covering how to attain special steel, or a massive amount of ultra pure iron or steel. Now, mainly special metal is what we're going to be hunting for today. Now, the reason why we're talking about this today is because one of the weapons that I so dearly want is the flail, which requires so much special steel. But anyways, there's two options to collect special steel. One of the options that increases your chance of getting special metal is as followed. Tengeku, basically. Tengeku, when you climb higher, so when you get to the 50th floor and you climb to the, I think it's the 60th, at that point, steel will be out of the rotation of spawning. When you get to the 70th or around there, another resource will get thrown away. It may be every 5, I'm not sure. But anyways, resources will start leaving, like no longer being able to spawn, which is great. So eventually, you'll get to a floor that has a ton of special metal. Now, another thing that you may not know is when you're climbing in Tengeku, a lot of the floors, if not all the floors, if I'm not mistaken, are set by a material. So what that means is the first floor that you usually go on is a cloth floor. It's only going to have cloth-like material, silk, cotton, that kind of thing. But the 54th floor is going to always have steel spawning. Now, yes, you can get unlucky with a bad floor, so a floor may not be that big and not house that much resources, or you may be hard locked and you have to kill all those enemies in that floor, which you should do anyway. You also could get incredibly lucky and there just be enemies and no resources. I had that one time. That's not great. Anyways, but again, there's other floors that are like this. So the 54th is the first floor that you'll encounter that is a metal floor, basically. And then the 62nd is the other one. And of course, this goes on. If you guys want to know about more on where the resources spawn, you can just type into Google, Let It Die, Tengeku material sheet. And I guarantee 1,000 people have uploaded it because this community is quite great when it comes to that. Anyways, so the negatives to this run is that not only are you going to have to be very prepared for Tengeku to be able to go there, to like be able to sustainably go to the 51st floor to the 54th floor at the very least, and of course the 55th because you need to make it back down to the bottom by eating the shroom and also getting some metal, might as well. The reason why, you know, this is good but not great is because of what I mentioned, that whole level layout. So say if you just want to flip the coin a great deal. So you're just going to go to the 51st floor to the 54th. And then of course the 55th, because you don't want to have to climb another 20 floors. Maybe you're pinched for time that day, maybe your armor's not good enough to survive past that because the enemies get harder and have more health and have more damage and things like that, or whatever. Maybe you just don't want to risk it. So you're only going to go to the 55th floor or the 54th floor to get the metal. This is a method that can work, but is very not consistent and great. I did this my first time ever going to 54. I got a couple. I got like 2. My 2 runs. I got 2 special metal. Not the worst. Not great. But then I think I did something like 17 runs and nothing. Now, to be fair, I in general am just horribly unlucky in this game, just in general. But you know, that's something to consider. Now, what is option 2? How do we get special metal without doing that? Well, you can get it a bunch of ways, I guess. You can get it from like login rewards. You can get it from being in the platinum is probably best because when you get into diamond, that's when you start getting like gold, like really high level resources. So take that into mind. So that can help just on like flipping the coin a great many times. The only thing that's bad about that is that it can be anything. So it's not sectioned to steel or like metals. Anyways, the third option, I guess, the main option, the one that I've been doing and I found a little bit more success in, is going lower. So you know how we start in Tengeku at the 51st floor? Well, let's go back down to the 40s and up. By the way, if you didn't know this, the 40s is always going to stay the same. So this map is going to be your map. Cool. Anyways, I don't know the names, but I'll just zoom in when editing. You want to go here to the very bottom. You want to start here, and then you want to work your way to the left, and then here. Now, these 2 floors both have a chance of spawning metal. So this first floor is going to just be a metal floor, so it's going to have a chance of spawning metals. Now, because we're lower, we have a lower chance of getting special. So probably not great odds of you getting anything besides steel and ultra pure iron. But if you need that, good. Also, you'll also get ultra pure iron when you're on the 55th floor, if I didn't mention that, or the 54th floor, because that's a metal floor, right? So you're just gonna get a bunch of different types of metal. Anyways, back to what I was saying. So yes, this floor is pretty low in terms of odds of getting something good. But then if we go to this floor, this is a floor that gets you right back down to the bottom. So what this means is when you like exit the escalator, sorry, you're gonna have a bunch of resources just piled there. So you're not gonna have to run around the map a bunch. You're not gonna have any of that. Also, I've gotten 2 of these to drop, and again, RNG is a bitch, so maybe that you'll have better luck with the first method, but I had better luck with this method. That could be RNG, but I don't know. But it also makes sense because there's so much concentrated metal in this area, so many chances for something good to drop, that you're pretty good. Also, the amount of time it takes to get to this floor to that floor can kind of vary, but I found it's faster to do it this way. Again, that's if you get unlucky and get a bunch of red stop elevator things or kill requirements to proceed. But ultimately, that was the method that I found the best, as well as, I don't know, again, you also just get a bunch of materials, and there's 2 different ways of doing it. Yes, you could like make sure you get it to spawn if you just keep going higher and higher and higher, but ultimately I don't have that time. I'm not sure if you do, but this was really easy for me. It takes like maybe 25 minutes if you have good armor and a decent weapon and you know how to handle the higher floors to an extent. That's a better way to go about it, I find. If you're pinched for time, you know, do a farm here and there rather than just brute forcing it in one day. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that is how you attain special metal. Again, the one I had more luck with is just flipping the coin so many times, which is that second method or third method, I guess, I told you guys about just that room having so much spawn chance of spawning that special resource. So yeah. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully that video helped. God knows I have to spend so much time farming for special steel because that damn flail asks for so much and it's mean. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Hopefully you survive within the Tower of Barbs, and ultimately hopefully this helps. Thanks again and goodbye.